White characters have worn blackface in comic books literally since the dawn of time. Punisher did it, even Lois Lane did it. However, this character right here is a black man who actually wears whiteface. His name is Zero, created by Christopher Priest and Chris Cross. He's a black man who's kind of a assassin for hire, think Deathstroke, and he works for the US government. But whenever he goes out on these missions, he wears a white face mask. He's a black man who doesn't really like his black culture and isn't comfortable with his black identity. But this entire series, oddly enough, is how he finds and becomes comfortable with his black identity. There's a scene where Zero has to unalive someone who's on a plane. This someone is a black man, and he's the only black man on this plane. And Zero does what he has to do. He unalives the man, but after the fact, he feels so much guilt and shame. He's like, wow, there was only one black person on that plane, and I unalived him. And then you just have this panel of him looking at his white face. Or you have this scenario where this white man brutally murdered this black woman because she didn't make his food right. And Zero had a chance to stop it. He was right there when it was happening, but he didn't because he wasn't paid to do so. That's none of his business. He's supposed to kill who he's supposed to kill and be done. And when he saw her face in the news the next day, it haunted him. He was having schizophrenic hallucinations of her voice. Why didn't you save me?
Let's talk about the Uncle Tom of comic books. This is probably going to be like the only video on the internet you're ever going to see of somebody actually calling out people like this. Before I call out Christopher Priest, I have to thank him. I kind of have to thank him for the Black Panther run that was based, kind of loosely based off the first Black Panther movie. I kind of got to thank him for that, but a part of me don't want to thank him for that because he was basically forced to do black characters in his time with Marvel, and he didn't want to ride the bus because back then he would go back and forth from either riding the bus because he used to drive the city bus, or he will do comics. And they were like, well, if you don't do black characters, you're done with Marvel. So he was forced into doing Black Panther. So I kind of want to thank him, but in a way it's like, you was forced. What makes me consider this guy Uncle Tom, he hated doing black characters. And to me, that's insane because you're black. He didn't want to be considered as a black writer. And I kind of get that. But bro, man, if I had the power to be in Marvel as a black man, and they told me all I gotta do is black characters, bro, I'm fucking killing it. I'm gonna say, could I create my own characters? Can I make these crazy black stories? I would try to prove that black characters could be equal as the white counterparts. He didn't want to do that. He was upset. He was miserable that he had to create black characters, and I don't like that. And the intro of this video, you saw the character that he created was Zero. Like, dude, do you hate yourself that much that you self-destruct and created a comic book with a black man, but he's a white face? Seriously, were you so mad that you had to create black characters to the point that you're gonna be like, well, I'm still gonna pretend that he's white, and I'm gonna have this black character Zero put on a white mask, a white face, so it feels like I'm writing white characters? Uncle Tom Coon, he hates his skin. Like, this is what we get from the black community. Most black people only like, well, black nerds only like white superheroes, white characters. They don't care about black characters. Every time I mention it, that there's not enough black characters, some black nerds will give me the eye. Like, I'm tired of this coon and this evil shit. Black community, black nerds, we deserve better than this. Then he is the reason why we have a white character playing Black Panther. That's self-hate. I can see a white dude saying, let me create a white dude to play Black Panther. Let me take away some of the spotlight from the original Black Panther. Let me just create this white guy. But it wasn't a white dude. It was Christopher Pierce. He's the reason why we have a pathetic white Black Panther. And I know what some of y'all gonna say because y'all been watching my videos since day one, because I did say I don't care about race swap. For the most part, I don't care if a white character gets switched black, only because it's not a lot of black characters. But if you switch a black character white, that's insane to me, because it's not many of us, especially us getting promoted. But this is crazy. I want y'all to write below, am I going too far? Or do you think that he is an Uncle Tom? Because a lot of black people is going to give Christopher Pierce a lot of credit for creating these black characters and making these black stories, but he was forced to. You don't get credit from me, bro, if you're forced to create black stories. You don't get credit when you're super angry that you have to create black characters, so you swap black faces with a white face with the Zero character, and then with the Black Panther story, you gave us the first white Black Panther. That is trash. You're trash. You're a coon. And if I see you at Comic-Con, I might spit in your face.
Shut up, buttwad. I'm trying to watch this crap.